Hello, thank you for joining. I just want to ask you one question. You have the best people that are working with you right now in your organization. Have you ever thought what will happen to your organization when these people exit? I mean, your best people who you rely on right now, what will happen to your business when these people are no longer working with you? And what makes you think that these people are going to work with you forever? I mean, it's scary. Like someone just approached you and said, "Yeah, I'm going to work in this company forever in my life." And this person is not a shareholder, this person is not a partner, or is not an investor. It just walks up to you and said, "I will work in your organization forever and ever." Scary, very scary. Like, do not trust this kind of conversation. Okay, so I want to share with you the importance of soft systems. Putting up a soft system in your organization is a strategy. You know, what will always bail you out in time of economic crisis, when your best people are leaving, when there things are not working, at different points in your organization, what's going to bail you out is soft system. What do I mean by soft system? Are some little strategies that you put in place to drive your organization. My belief is that when you set up the business, you got a good strategy, and then you have to hire people to drive the strategy. So it's called system, right? So it is system first before people. And when you are hiring people, you are supposed to give them this system to run. But if you don't have this soft system, which I'm going to share with you just about now, then you are in for a very big trouble. What are the soft systems? I'm not talking about software now. I'm talking about some little systems, strategic systems that you put in place, which I would call it how to do things in my organization. Operational manuals, if you want to call it that way. This is how we sell. This is how we acquire customers. This is how we do marketing. This is, as a matter of fact, as little things as this is how we do meetings. And this is how we talk to customers. This is how we dress. This is how we should behave. This is what we should do at this time before you get into the factory. This is what you should do before you get out of the factory. This is what you should do in accounts. This is what you should do. So all of these little things people think doesn't matter, but it's very, very important for organizations to put it in place. So a soft system is this strategy that you deliberately put in place to protect your people from going outside your plan. Now, once you have this system in place, for example, let's pick sales, for example, sales and marketing. You need to have a strategic process or sales process in place that your salespeople are going to use to be able to interact with your prospect. Now, take for example, you have a marketing team that go all out for marketing, getting all of these leads, calls are coming in, people are recognizing your business, and then you hand over these leads to your salespeople. They don't even know what to do. They don't know what is to be done first and what is to be done next, right? So you need a strategic sales processes in place. So I work with Growth Stack, and I've been involved in training. One of the things we do in training when we are deploying ERP system to organization is we try to run some simulation and we try to align the business process to the ERP system. Now we discover in very many 85% out of 100 do not have system in place. As a matter of fact, so when we are deploying the ERP, we help them see that these things are lacking. But we don't actually tell them it's lacking, but by the time we start to align their processes to the ERP system, they discover that, oh, we didn't even know how to sell, right? So for those of you we've not had that have not gotten any, ERP to align yet, I am telling you now that the best thing you should do as a manager, as a CEO, as a business owner is to begin to draft out your business strategies, your soft system. This is how we dress, and then stick to that. This is how we sell. You put it in writing, in operational manuals. So anyone coming in to work in the organization, this is how we dress. If you don't think that this is good for you, then you are not supposed to work here. If you don't have this soft system in place, you will now begin to see how some employees will bring in how they used to work in the former company. In fact, they even have to tell you that, boss, this is how we used to do it in the other company. But you and I know that your company is unique. It's not the same like the other company. So if you don't have this soft system in place, there's a loopholes. You now have people giving you suggestions on what to do and what to do. I'm not saying that these suggestions are not important, but when a suggestion comes in, align it also with your existing system, and then make sure you have a ability to measure, to know, okay, these new suggestions that we are adding to our process, is it working? Okay, this is how we were selling before, and we were growing 20%, and now we have this new idea of how to sell. As that margin increase, or as it stayed the way it's supposed to stay, or as it reduce, then you should have this measurement criteria in place. So I'm really telling you right now that one of the things I want to tell you now is, please don't trust, like, this is a secret, don't trust people. Yeah, don't believe people, believe systems, right? Take my words for it. Do not believe people, believe systems, believe your soft system. This is how we sell. Go out and sell. Does it bring results? Good. So it doesn't matter who is selling. You can literally pick someone who doesn't know how to sell and then put them through your system, and the person becomes a magic. That's what I'm telling you. And then also, if you don't have the system in place, people bring how they sell in other places that doesn't match what you sell. Imagine a salesperson who works in a business, a B2C company, and is bringing a strategy to a B2B company. And then he's giving you a suggestion that this is how we sell to consumers. And then you just immediately believe that this is a good strategy. No. It could be a good strategy, but put it to test. And once it works, and if you test it and it works out, then you document it on your operational manual. If it doesn't work out, cross it out. Right? So what I'm saying is, don't trust what people say, trust the outcome. Right? So simple. Now, so the purpose of the soft system is to protect you from people, like people's behavior. You could hire a good staff today, and then first 3 months this staff is doing well. After a while, it's beginning to be lukewarm. It's not acting the way it used to be acting when it first arrived the company. This is the problem. So, but if you have a system in place, so we're not looking at people's face. We're not looking at what people brought to the table. We're looking at people who are able to run the system. Straightforward. That's what banks are doing. That's what successful organizations are doing. If you look at the bank, or now you see a lot of young people. These are the people who bank managers believe they can actually believe, or they can actually obey and follow instructions. What are the instructions? The operational manual. So if you hire a first entry level from university, okay, this is what I want you to do, this is how you're going to do it, and then when you do it, this is the result you're going to get. They will believe you and they will do exactly the same. But you find out that if you hire someone who is 10 years experience, 20 years experience, 30 years experience, before you get to know, it doesn't even follow the processes any longer. It doesn't like the processes. That's why people don't hire many people that has too long years of experience, because these people are dangerous. Like, I'm not saying your experience is bad, but what I'm saying is that you just need to follow the operational manuals in the company. If you don't do that, you are a terrorist to the organization. Yeah, you're a terrorist, because this is how we do it. But now you come in and then you want to change the system. Okay, you've changed the system. Why is the result not going up? Why is it going down? So your experience is of no use. And we've adapted the system over time. And now you said you want to change everything in the system because you work in XYZ company. All right, okay, let's drive this, your experience, and see it for 1 month, 2 months. Will it bring the desired results? If it doesn't bring it, then you can actually see that there is no need to believe people experience. You believe in your organizational strategies, your sales process, and then anyone can run those processes. It doesn't matter who it is. So I want you to begin now to plan to set up your soft system. The soft system are how you do things, the operational manuals, the operational processes. How do we sell? This is how we first sell. This is how we follow up. This is how we close deals. After we close deals, we need to still get in touch with this customer to support them. Then we will be able to upsell. This is the process, and this is how we do it step by step, right? So I think this should help you in planning. Don't plan the way you used to plan. The environment is changing, the business community is changing, economy is changing. Get a system and keep testing the system. Now, no system is actually very perfect, but if you test it, you know if it's working. If you are doing your marketing on social media and you're getting clients, then it's working. If you're doing marketing on social media and you're not getting clients, then it's not working. It's simple and straightforward. Then so you have to now begin to read more about how to set up this strategy. There are ways to do it, and there are tons of materials online you can use to get an idea on how to set up strategy. So I'll be able to come up with more videos to assist organizations, because we want to see organizations succeed. We have been able to deploy ERP system to organizations, and most of them, in my opinion, are not growing. They used to grow, they used to be up there, but now they're not growing. And then the MD is complaining of the economic crisis, which is not true. Economic crisis has always been from ages to ages. There's no age, there is no year that there is no economic crisis. So if you're a businessman, do not concentrate on economic crisis. Now, for example, I'm not taking your time, I'm not digressing, but let me give you this example. For example, now, okay, so let's say you're in Nigeria, and then the dollar exchange rate used to be 800 naira per dollar, or even 500 naira per dollar. Now it's around 1,000, 100, 1,200 per dollar, and your raw material prices has gone up, and you don't know what to do. These things has always existed, right? So one of the things you need to do is to look inward and see, what can I do to optimize my business and stay in the business. So one of the thinking, I like the way one CEO thought the other day, which was I was so surprised and I was so impressed. So he said that this is his mindset right now. So he says his mindset is okay. If I'm operating my business in the US and and I got $1 million, for example, and the tax rate in the US is 40% or 30%, or let's say it's 40%. So that means that if I make 1 million naira, my own take home will be about 60%, which is like 600 naira. So what I've decided to do, or how I've decided to be thinking these days is that okay, so let this dollar exchange rate between 800 and this, let it just be as if I am being taxed, invisible taxing. Like, okay, the dollar rise, invisible taxing. So I need to adjust my strategy to make sure that my products are quality, make sure that I'm giving the customer the best price, make sure that I'm customer centric, and I'm doing everything possible to stay in the market without cutting corners. So, so a lot of these thinkings, you need to begin to bring them up instead of complaining of the economy. Then before you think about the economy, you need to begin to think about, do you have the system in place that can withstand the shock of economic crisis? And so what I think you need to do is to begin to adjust your processes, your soft system to match up with this economic, crisis. Then also what you need to do all the time as a business person is to expect crisis. Of course, you need to begin to expect crisis. So what you initially begin to think about now, if dollar is 1,200, now begin to have a thought that one day a dollar is going to be 2,000. Once you have that and a dollar is 2,000, you will not be moved, right? So you begin to plan accordingly, right? So don't allow opinions, don't allow news headlines to begin to weigh you down. No, get your business process. People are still looking for your product. You are still valuable, right? There are many things you could do. You think strategically. Set your processes in place. That's what this video is about. So I thought I need to bring this up to you now. Before you think of acquiring a software to your organization, please think first. What are the things this software is coming to do in line with our processes? So the first thing you need to do is to have a process, and then you get a software that will help reduce human dependence upon some of the things you do, right? Because one day your best people will leave. One day your things will change, and then what you will hold on to will be a system. So let's say everybody in the organization decided to leave you right now. Everybody just decided to leave you. Or you can actually pick up your system, and then you can actually decide to sell it out to, or outsource the whole of the operation to another company, because you have a system in place. So you're not stranded. That's the purpose of this soft system. So I hope this video has been able to add one or two things to your planning strategies. Then if you like this video, feel free to like the content, so that it can encourage us, and then we can know which of the contents to bring for your own growth, your own business growth. So my name is James James. I am the CEO in charge of business process. Yeah, business process. That's why I'm doing this video. Then you can check it out more about Growth Stack. Then join this channel, expecting to get more and more good videos for your business. All right, thank you for joining. So I'm surely going to see you in the next video. Thank you. See you. Bye.